The voice of generations is The Charlie Kirk Show.
All right, welcome back to The Charlie Kirk Show. Please send us your emails, freedom@charliekirk.com, freedom@charliekirk.com. I'm reading some of them right now. This is from Christopher. Hello, Charlie Kirk Show. I watched the interview last night. Difficult for me to watch. Very sad, but I watched it. Erica is a strong and holy woman. All of us fans and followers love and support her. Thanks for all you guys do. Come to Long Island when you can. Okay, we will. I love Long Island, actually. This is from Nancy. May the dear Lord watch over Erica and the family. My husband and I loved Charlie and loved listening to what he had to say. I watched the interview last night. Erica Kirk is a beautiful, brilliant woman and love her so much. There are no words to express the sadness we have felt right along with her. A big hug to her and the children. Prayers for Erica's parents, Charlie's parents and sister. That was from Nancy. God bless you. Johnny says, can Staten Island secede from New York City? That's a that's a whole other kind of
it really should have been part of Jersey all the time, apparently. Like,
really?
It being part of New York State is kind of some territorial theft. Like, if you look at it on a map, it clearly is like it sits right up against New Jersey, and it's pretty far from the rest of New York. But I might start a giant war in New York with those comments.
Yeah, well, you might. The online chatter is going to perk up. We're actually going to talk about the election with Kurt Schlichter in just 1 second. History, economics, the great works of literature. Did you study these things in school? Probably not. But even if you did, it's probably time for a refresher course. Hillsdale College is offering more than 40 free online courses. Charlie took, I believe, 31 or 32 of them, 31 maybe. He completed them, including their newest course on totalitarian novels. And this is taught by Dr. Larry Arnn, the great Dr. Larry Arnn. He goes in depth on 1984, Brave New World, Darkness at Noon, and That Hideous Strength. Even though these novels were written in the 1930s and 40s, they are highly relevant today as they show what a tyrannical government does to human nature. Maybe you read these books long ago in school. Maybe you've heard others talk about them, and they are a little intimidating for you. They don't have to be. Let Hillsdale College help you make the most of them. Go right now to charlieforhillsdale.com. That's charlieforhillsdale.com to register, charlieforhillsdale.com. All right, Kurt, you've got a new piece out in Town Hall that is it's in perfect Kurt Schlichter fashion. It says, Tuesday night sucked. Now get over it. Tell us what the takeaway should be from the debacle that was Tuesday night.
Well, the takeaway is don't go jump off a bridge, okay? You have bad nights in elections. All right. I am old. I remember the 1972 presidential election, which worked out pretty well for us. McGovern was totally humiliated. And I was in second grade. And believe me, I lorded it over all the other kids in my class because I was in California and a liberal area, and they were commies. But there have been a lot of great nights. 1980 when Reagan won, 94 when we took back the House for the first time in, 40 years, 2016, 2024, great nights. And there are bad nights. 2012 was a bad night. Okay, 2006, bad night. Yesterday, or 2 days ago, bad night. Okay? We got creamed, and there's no other way to put it. But if I have to get creamed in an election, I'd rather it be the off-year election in a couple of blue states rather than a midterm or, God, heaven forbid, a presidential. Who was going to win? Well, look, I predicted it. The Democrat states are likely to elect Democrat governors. Wow, I got it right. Now, I don't want to minimize what happened because we did learn some stuff. We learned that we're having trouble turning out some of the new members of the America First Coalition. Hispanic numbers went down. Young people went down. Young women have just gone completely crazy. They're all over all these communists. But it doesn't mean just because you can get information out of a bad night, that's the silver lining on the cloud. Look, don't be happy about it. We could have done a lot better. And there are mistakes that we made. Yeah. But, and it's important, we need to take the lessons that we've learned. We have 363 days until the midterms. Midterms are very important. These Democrats have gone completely insane. Well, actually, I don't think they're insane. I think they're just flat out evil. And who knows what they'll do to our country if they get any power. They'll certainly stop Donald Trump from fixing the problems they created. So we've got to get serious, and we've got to go, and we've got to fight and play to win next time. I don't think we did that this time.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting takeaway here. I agree with you on we lost a lot of the young females, young people in general went the wrong direction. But in places like New Jersey, what's interesting is that, Chitterelli got 120,000 more votes than he did in 2021. Yep. It's just that Mikey Sherrill got, I think, 400,000 votes more than 2021. And so then the Democrat candidate did. So, they are definitely, and we find ourselves, we talked about this last week, we find ourselves at a bit of a nadir with President Trump's support. And I think we need to take that advice and we need to take the learnings and the lessons, refocus our efforts on domestic pocketbook issues. And really, perception is reality, Kurt, that we have to show and tell the voting electorate that we're focusing on domestic issues. What do you think? 30 seconds.
Events come up. All right. Hamas decided to invade Israel. They had to be destroyed. Iran was about to get nuclear weapons. It had to be stopped. There are drug runners bringing fentanyl up here and killing 100,000 Americans a year. They have to be stopped. But you're right. We want to focus on domestic issues, and we can. The economy's getting better, slowly but surely. We're going to get rid of the guy at the Fed. We're going to be able to lower interest rates. People are going to be able to buy houses. It's going to happen. It happened last time with Trump. I remember when I was young. It happened with Ronald Reagan. Everybody said, he can't bring it back. They always bring it back. And that's what Donald Trump's going to do. It's the economy.
Kurt Schlichter. Talk to you soon.